What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the stream. I should probably turn down this music. Not up, down. A little lower. Is that okay? Does that sound okay for you guys? That's probably too low. Ooh, I kind of want to turn it up. That sounds good. Okay, there. Enough. Alright, what's going on, guys? This is nice. Oh. I also realized that this thing, usually, it's supposed to say what I'm listening to in the stream chat. Usually there's like a message that says what I'm listening to, and it doesn't do that now. Is there a setting I can do for this? Settings. What's playing? Notification delay, send test chat message. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe something broke? Hold on. Yeah, I guess something broke. Okay. No idea what to do about that. It doesn't really matter that much. I could just tell people what music it is. It's not dirtying up the chat, so that's fine. Fine with me. Okay, let's get the actual Genshin stuff started. Still no webcam. Not in my permanent room yet, so there's that. Oh yeah, I was farming this at like 4 AM, so we don't have any resin. We have 73 resin actually. Here's our login stuff. Let's grab that. I got Yelan up to, what is it? Town 6. And then I need Ajdaha materials. But you know what? Let's go do Ajdaha right now. Why not? We got the resin. I'm not exactly farming for anything except tenacity Lilith, huh? Let me grab my expeditions and stuff first, and then we'll go beat up Ajdaha. Hello? Oh, okay. I thought my mic wasn't working for a second. That would have greatly upset me, by the way. I genuinely hate audio problems more than anything, and I know I sound terrible right now just because there's no sound paneling in the room that I'm in, compared to when I normally stream. It's pretty soundproof and whatnot, and my mic is way farther away from my face now, and it's standing on the desk, so like right behind my my keyboard. So yeah, I understand that it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for a while too. I have no idea when I'm going back to my room. But such is life. You do what you can, blah blah blah, doesn't matter. I want to stream, so I will stream.
Add Astra.
You know, for some reason my taskbar is on my screen right now. And I know you guys can't see it, but it bothers the hell out of me because it's clipping right around. Can you see that? Where it's changing? That's annoying. No likey. Ba, 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 ba. So that's done. Oh, we have to talk to the blacksmith for some crystals, I do believe. Oh. I'm gonna turn off the music. Let's just listen for today. Alright, what team are we thinking? I wonder if full Geo works against him. I want to see that. I feel like he resists Geo, maybe. I might as well try it out. Why not? We'll do triple Geo and Bennett. Wait, what types is this? Electro and Pyro today, okay. So I can get Pyro, Electro, Geo. And Geo's probably all the time. Oh wait, I have this team out already? Okay. Anything I want to change? Not really. This is fine. Bennett's gonna have a little bit of an energy issue. Or maybe he won't because everyone else is making so much energy. I don't enjoy Age to Hop, but maybe I will today. He does look very cool, actually. I'm like really staring at him right now.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
Gather! Advance! Who wants some of this?
Wow, that is abysmal.
For 1,000-year pain.
Yeah, absorb it. I don't care.
Rally!
Oh no.
Today, you witness
Please.
your reckoning.
Please. 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 Alright. Let's slap the shield down again. Hopefully it's enough.
Roll!
I'll just move around a little bit.
Can't catch me!
Can't move around that much.
Charge!
I'm going to put it down here. No! Oh. Oh, this is going to be annoying.
Be trust.
I can't believe it. My Geo characters are having energy problems.
Bam! I'm going in! It's showtime!
It's showtime! Let's go. 23? I think I would normally do around 50. So he's got like 60% Geo something? Geo res. Oh my! It hurts. It hurts.
Let's light it up.
Let's light it up.
Upon your tomb, though you know it not.
Music is great. I'm looking at all the things on him. Oh, so he gets both at the same.
Experience an eon of suffering.
Then the area around us changes. I'm gonna die. Whoa. Music is nice. Shouldn't he be in the middle? How many of these can we tank?
Solidified!
Arataki numero uno ito, here in the flesh. Yep. Oh, he destroyed both Ushi and the thing. That's probably what's happening.
Gather.
Everybody stand back!
Advance.
Whoa, he broke my shield.
There. Stabilize. Press the
Do
advantage.
this. Stay out there, boy. And slam him. And energy any year now? No? I'm burning.
Let's roll. Solidify.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely got like 60-50% geo resistance. So geo is not ever going to be the play, I assume. Boom! Boom!
Solidify.
Boom!
There.
Boom!
Coming
I
through.
didn't use Goro.
Let's roll.
Look at my H-Dot. My H-Dot is better than your H-Dot. Of course, we don't get the one we want. We did get a Dream Solvent though, so I will use that. Dude, I sound so sick right now. I'm actually... Give me one sec. I'm gonna mute and destroy my lungs. Okay, that should be a little better. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Whatever, I'm over it. And a year now. I came here so that I could go make one of those crown thingies, Ishtaha thingies. I do not know what they are called, and they're not in here. They are in the bottom of this one. I have one of those. And 4 of these. We'll just use one of these. That should be okay. We're going to need another one, though. Her bow shots, her E damage doesn't really matter that much. It's all just in her dice. Alright, so one more. One more. Okay, and I think I'm going to record this part. Alright, so with this last one right here, let's use the blood jade branch. There we go. This should take Yelan's burst up to 8. There we go. And obviously her normal attacks don't matter that much, right? Like anyone else, normal attacking is fine. Her skill damage is great, but it's not something you rely on. It's really just for the energy particles. I hope, you know, maybe we'll upgrade these later. I will upgrade these later, but you know, not right now because not available. Maybe when my parametric infuser comes up, but yeah. We got her Emblem of Severed Fate, and I think after a little bit of testing, I think she might actually be better with 2-piece Heart of Depths, 2-piece Millelith. and that would also give you better ratios, better stats, whatnot. But if we look at her stats, she has very low attack, which is fine because this talent doesn't use any attack stat at all. It's all HP, so that's completely fine. Does this? Yeah, this obviously uses attack stat, which again is not optimal to use. We are using the Skyward Harp on her. Our artifact subs are. Wait. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, so for her weapon, we gave her the Skyward Harp. It's not max ascended yet because I don't have resin. And this is it's today. I don't have resin though. Well, should I farm that first or later? I don't know. We'll see. It'll give her more crit rate and more base. No, base attack doesn't matter. Just the crit rate matters. Which I think we already have great ratios here. If we go to not that one. If we go to this. We are 72 and 190 basically, rounding up. I would like this to be like 7200. Technically I would like this to be 100 200, but this is good. Her HP is fine, 25,000. I would like to bump it up more. I've realized that she can actually get away with using a HP goblet here, HP percent goblet, whatever. So yeah, HP goblet, the damage difference won't be too big. Let's actually go check it out. Once with let's see.
What's that? Join you for a walk? Why not?
Let's go get ourselves some answers. Chivalry will never die.
Come on, don't keep me waiting.
I ended the recording and for some reason I thought I stopped streaming. That's why I just got quiet. My brain shut off, definitely. Okay. You know what? Instead of telling you, let's actually just test it, right? And because the substats, which one is it? Which one is it? It's the goblet, right? Yeah. So we have 10% crit rate on this one and like no percent crit rate on this one. Oh no, we're only losing like 3% crit rate, so it's not that big of a deal. We should still be able to crit and whatnot. But yeah, instead of just telling you about it, I figured let's just show you the damage difference. And for that, I have a full Hydro team.
No time to.
Okay. And then I will do this. I want to get rid of the small fry first.
Take it easy.
And then pop! Alright. And then Yelan, and we're only looking at the blue numbers: 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Is it still going? 6-0. Let's say 6-0. Or 6-1 at the end of the whole thing. And now I need my energy back, and there are some more Kairagi over here. We don't have to make a cut for this. I'll just go smack them up.
No, my sword.
I want to make sure this guy dies first.
Quietly now.
Okay. Wait, can I change my artifact in battle? Is that a thing? Ah! Okay, wait. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Take it easy.
I am recording, right? Okay. I'll just make a cut here. I keep pressing the wrong buttons, man. Come on! Okay, we will switch to this. Okay, and this time we are switched to the HP goblet. Our crit damage is entirely the same. And I just want to hit the red guy, you know? I don't want to deal with that guy right now. Hello? Wait, why is it getting so low? Oh, there it is. 5-1, 5-3. Six already. Okay. That was not a good run. Okay. I'm gonna have to redo that again.
Cascade.
Bro, please go away. This clip is still going. How close is Yelan to her thingy? Okay. We'll just do this.
Gotcha.
Pop them. And ignore them.
Take it easy.
Have a little taste.
Okay, so now I switch to the HP goblet, and our crit damage is exactly the same. Our HP went up, obviously, but our hydro damage is gone. Hydro damage bonus. And let's just do this. Are those crits? Those aren't crits, right? Those are crits. 5-3, 5-6, 5-7, 5-8, 5-9, 6-0, 6-1. With that last hit there, probably 6-2. So we're actually getting more damage out of the HP goblet. So what I'm thinking is, if we switch her over from Emblem of Severed Fate, because Emblem of Severed Fate gives the 25% of energy recharge as elemental burst damage, but we don't have a lot. Like from our substats here, we're only getting 44 energy recharge. It's not really a lot. And I think it might even be counting this 20% if I'm correct. 20... Oh no. Okay, we do have the 40%. But yeah, once I get a Heart of Depths and Tenacity of Millelith set, she'll probably be pumping out more damage. And it'll probably be easier to build her with higher stats, higher crit stats and whatnot. But she definitely scales very highly off of HP. Enough to warrant me switching over to the build. Because right now I feel like the Emblem of Severed Fate, the only thing it's really doing for her is energy. And it's not a lot. It's really not a lot of energy. It's not enough energy, I should say. Because I still have to use a battery to do the stuff. But yeah, okay. This is my Yelan for now. I might end the video here. I might add on the two-piece build. We'll see. Cool. Well, that's done. I can finally stop worrying about that and just make it into a video.
With a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Oh, that's what my bracelet indicates. Very cool, very cool. Oh, and it's back up already. Cool. Not bad. Not bad. I am a big fan of the mono, the mono Hydro team, the Unlimited Hydro Works team. It is hilarious.
Take it easy.
I do want to try out this whole team somewhere. What I do? I would use Ayato's Burst, Yelan and Xingchu's Burst, and Tartaglia as the
Busted.
whatchamacallit.
Rain
Whatever you
outlines
call
your
it.
fate.
The DPS. Okay. Who is a good victim to try on? Oh, these guys over here. So we'll start with Xingqiu, Ayato, Yelan, Tartaglia. I think that sounds good. Hello.
Rain cutter.
Dang! The depth's back!
Game's up. Fun's
Wow. That's pretty fun. It's like Overvape, but just Hydro. It gives you the same amount of numbers, I think. Or more. I couldn't tell you. There was Riptides going off, there was like a couple Rain Swords, a couple Exquisite Throws. Wow, I actually remember that. And then the Ayato Droplets. I think Ayato could make good use of this, but then Tartaglia wouldn't be on the field at all. It is fun though. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, what do we do? Our dailies, or do we go into the story quest? You have a transient resin. How about this? No, not that. No, definitely not that. The heart of the Tenacity of the Millelith. Where even is Tenacity of the Millelith? I don't remember what's in that domain. It's this one. Yes. I'm going to assume it's 2 Geoviships. shield, doesn't matter. What are we doing on energy here? Shinchunator. There it is.
No, my sword. Quietly now.
Okay, what I'll do is... Okay, I'll do this.
Here comes the catch.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, it is there. Okay.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Oh man, my dog's on.
Yeah.
Okay, you going Hydra is not a good time for me.
I may have overestimated myself.
Okay, and then we'll run through them all again. And then we'll pop this, pop
Kamisato,
this,
Suiyu,
and do this.
one of us has to go.
I hurt. We didn't condense our resin, so we'll just do this 2 times. I have condensed resin. We'll do this 3 times. Oh, I forgot. You know what? That's artifact XP. I'll take it. It's fine. Not a big deal. Now I have no energy on anyone. And what I shall do is start like this.
Busted.
Switch into that. I
Time
miss.
to act. Game's up. Fun's over.
Cascade.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Take it easy.
Wait, give me that. See, there's an issue here with energy recharge. I haven't even actually looked at Xingqiu's energy recharge. I gave him the energy recharge set, but I didn't think about his energy recharge. It's only 135? It's actually... Is it lower than Yelan's? Oh my god. It is. Okay. I finally got him... Oh, those are not good ratios, huh? 200. I can always switch him to this. Excuse me. Or this. Sack sword is always great. But honestly, might as well. Because with 35% crit rate, we're not critting that often. I could switch some of these artifacts into crit rate perhaps later. Not yet. Or I can give Xingqiu that, and then what needs to change? This needs to be attack for this set. It's annoying. I don't want to deal with it. Defense, cool. Okay, what sword do I give him? Okay, he definitely has that. Okay. So what I shall do is hit him like this, grab that energy. Okay, never mind.
Time to act.
I'll do this instead.
Gotcha.
That should give me almost enough energy.
Be still.
I'll leave that there. That wasn't enough.
The depths back.
Let me weave you a verse.
I missed.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Why are you already changing? I have to dump all of my DPS into it while I have it. And then
Shouldn't
one
let your
of
guard
these should
down.
kill them both. Okay, never mind.
Bring it on.
Riptide did it.
No time to lose.
Oh, that's a bot. These guys aren't giving much energy back either. Maybe that's just me. Energy problems. Woo! I took my Xingqiu from 200 energy to 135 just for his crit substats, and they're not even that good either. Pain. Suffering. Pain and suffering. You know what? Let's go knock some Fatuis on our head.
Time to work.
I'm invisible.
Gotcha.
Work time.
Know my soul. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Kamisato on. Suiyu.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Wow, we're out damaging the Hydro Shield.
Just brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Oh. I guess that wasn't too bad. I accidentally swapped out of my
No time to
my
lose.
stance. But normal attacks trigger Xingqiu and Yelan anyways, so it's fine. That was actually pretty great. Dude, Xingqiu is still missing everything. Okay, now that that's all out of the way, I can carry on into... Is this important? Is this important? Is this important? We'll do this one. Alright, I'll run through my dailies. I'll speedrun them. And I'll put on the music for you guys.
Could it be snowing in Snezhnaya too?
Quietly now. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
The depth's back.
Things are about to get dicey.
No time to lose.
Gotcha.
Opportunities to bask in the sunlight like this are few and far between. Ah. Tri Commission may appear calm and well run, but I can assure you. Everything's in place and they've taken the bait.
No time to lose. Yep. No time to lose.
Here comes the catch. Time to act. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeehaw! Ba, ba.
Add Astra.
Add Astra
Thank you for
Abyssos. Well, thank you for completing your daily commissions. And now, we can start some of our quests that we actually didn't do yesterday, that we said we were going to do yesterday. In fact, What if we start with the event? Nah, not yet. We'll do, should I do this? Let's do this. I like clearing out my quest stuff. And how long is left in the patch? I should take a look. Okay, that was the wrong button. So this one. There you go. 7 days. So we have 4 weeks left. We have a month left. The urge to wish is insane. But I will resist. I will hold. I will not wish. Doesn't this lady have something for me? Is it shrimp? I'll buy some shrimp. It's not shrimp. Is it butter? Was that what I was thinking? I'll buy some butter. You never know. You know, I'll buy some sausages too. I'll take that. Thank you. Don't know why I did that, but it'll be useful in the future. I swear. Wait. Higher? Oh, right here. Whoa, did you guys see it? There are still books. There are still books I can find. There are Sunsetias on his table. I'm going to take those. There are still things I can find. I need to find all the books. Sir, I believe it might be worth mentioning that if we take today into account, we have now eaten radish veggie soup for 6 full days. Okay, let me turn this music off. I don't need this. The Genshin music is fine. Our dire financial straits notwithstanding, I believe that our gastrointestinal circumstances are not to be ignored. And right you are, my dear Luton. Sharp as ever, if I do say so myself. It may be due to these intestinal issues that we have been unable to ascertain the flavor of this dish. We require a witness, Luton. We must find ourselves a third party. You flatter me, sir, but I believe that my point was... Aha, and here come our witness now, and here's more than one to be sure. Wonderful. Witness. Indeed, pray tell, have you ever had radish veggie soup? Are you familiar with its flavor and how it's made? Sir, I believe that we must at least appraise them of the whiz and wherefores of this situation. Oh, the whys and where. Okay. I thought I was being cruel. Ah, of course we know it well. Ron Astral knows how to make it too. I'm going to fall asleep if I keep... I'm just going to click through this, bro. We intended to use the numbering machine to attempt to recipe... What? One second. Sorry. Somebody called me over. I left the quest to autoplay because I don't think I care about this. This quest does give me primos, so I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit of a longer one. The music ended. I was enjoying the music. Why is that so loud? I think that's a bug. Interesting how the kitchen is shooting off from the rest of the building. Just a square shooting off. This is gonna be terrible, right? Bro, please. This is so dumb. Make delicious. Bro, please. Please.
I got a new letter from an informant.
Why?
Looks like the situation has
I'm in
changed.
a full Hydra team. Why would you do this? Why? No. Say it ain't so, bro. Where? Who? Pyro lady. I can't even. This isn't even where I equip.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Oh god, I do not like Amber's voice. What the? Amber, please.
Go, Baron Bunny!
Okay. There we go. I found that way too amusing. Radish soup. Radish soup. Radish soup. Radish. Radish soup. There it is. Hand over the soup. There you go. One soup. Everyone carries the dish downstairs, okay. Is he going to Sumer? Whoa. Interesting. Okay, wait, this was more it's just more interesting than I thought. Okay, I'll take that. Now I'm stuck out here with Amber. Get this thing off me. Get this thing off me. Do I go full Hydro? I don't think I go full Hydro. There's something wrong with, like, Tartaglia is not an energy recharge character. Ayato not so much either. These are Yelan and Xingqiu have some issues. Xingqiu keeps missing, but he still ends up at full energy, so Now he has too much energy recharge.
For justice.
What a pain. See, if Xingqiu starts with his ult and then uses 1E in that rotation, he does get all of his energy back because of his Constellation 6. Activating 2 of them on hit the third 3 energy. Yeah, there you go. Words. Very good. Very, very good. So you know what? I will take the sacrificial sword off of him once again and give him the Harbinger of Dawn. Harbinger. Okay, so that quest is out of the way. I don't feel like doing this, but I'm probably gonna have to do this. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. I'm in a questing given mood today. If the music could start up again, that would be perfect. Why is the music just shut off randomly? There we go. Okay, don't fall. Hey G-Fung, do you got any books? No books. Sad. I need more Zhongli books. You feel me? Feel me? You smell me? Rex Lapis books? I'm trying to find the whole collection. They'll give me some primos if I do. Is there something up here? There should be something up here, no? This looks like the perfect spot to like hide something right there. I guess not. I can walk in this, right? No, I can't. Higher? Yunjin. Or, yeah, Yunjin. No! Why is this? Why did it just autoplay? Oh my god. Oh. Ring of Raining Blades to its very end. Oh, okay. You know what? I want to hear a Yunjin voice line. Because if I can't hear her talk, I might as well just imagine it.
Oof. My waistband has been feeling a little snug these last couple of days. Methinks I perchance have overindulged.
Why did she say methinks I perchance? What?
Yes. I shall spare myself the hair and makeup routine today,
She is
and
royalty,
happily idle my time away.
technically. Let's go with
Good morning. The dew at dawn is perfect for brewing tea, so I made some for you. Drink up, and then we'll head off. I'd like to indulge in a nap after lunch. Oh? You're not tired? Let's go listen to tonight's storytelling performance together. Liu Su's rendition of Ring of Raining Blades is most sublime.
Good
There's a
timing.
chill in the air tonight, so you mustn't stay out late. Good night. We have some grand performances coming up soon, and it just so happens that we have an opening for someone to play the part of a skilled sword fighter. I think you'd be a perfect match for the part. How about it? Would you like to join our troupe? We can even enjoy some tea together in between acts.
Why is she so obsessed with
One
tea?
of my absolute
Oh my God.
favorite pastimes is trying out all kinds of new beverages.
Okay,
I've
understandable
already
actually.
tried all the sophisticated
That's
sounding
literally
drinks that
the answer
previous
to my
generations
question.
came up with. You know, like pine nectar tea and snow blossom tea. I'm beginning to worry that I'll run out of new drinks to try soon. You don't happen to have any recommendations, do you?
I'll have you know, I actually worked as a bartender for a little time, and I was making amazing drinks, teas, coffees, juices. I've got, I know a couple of good recipes that you'd like to try, maybe.
Sometimes I just feel like casting off my opera costume and going traveling overseas. You know, to explore the outside world. For now, I'll need to keep working hard at what I'm doing, so someday that dream can come true.
I hope we see Yunjin in Fontaine.
The chirping of the songbirds at daybreak always puts me in the best of moods. Many of the operas we've been performing recently are new ones that I wrote after assuming the directorship of the troupe. I suppose the fact that I can both write and sing my own material has contributed to my rising popularity in Liyue Harbor. My hobbies? Well, opera, of course. It's what I truly love, and it's what I will be pursuing for the rest of my life.
That's good. That's good.
Tianshu meat, blackback perch stew, cured pork dry hot pot. I just want them all. Unfortunately, I basically never get to eat such things. But, if you don't mind me asking, can you cook any of those dishes?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice if we could just
Every
cook dishes
day's
and
the
give them to our
same.
friends.
Stir-fried shrimp day in and day out.
No reward,
No
just
matter
give
how
it to
they
them.
prepare it, it always
Maybe
tastes
some
the same.
friendship experience.
Ghastly.
It's only
I
something
really
you would
can't
realize
stand
if
it
you
anymore.
read their favorite food. Stir-fried shrimp. Okay. That should give me a good idea on her voice line. We could make a stage that looks just as good. Okay. I'm curious. This will actually change something in the world. I want to see this. We don't need to have like massive world-changing world quests. Just small things like that would actually be kind of cool. You know, after being in the game for like over a year, or close to 2, right? Maybe? A year and a half, I don't know how long it's been. I just like this game. I'll just yank that, thank you. Nobody saw that, I hope.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
What did you just say to me? Okay. Oh. Okay. Wait. No, you just...
Hey
I'm-
there. Don't be shy. Come inside.
I'm glad that I talked to that guy. Now I want to see what she does. So weird. We have to get up there again. There's gotta be like a cheesy way to do this right now. Oh, I should be careful. I don't want to go up there. That would start the other quest. Alright, I'll walk normally. Alright, Dayu, take this. I want to see what this changes into. It looks... Oh my god. Did anything change? Bruh. Alright, you tell the Wrath of Haishan story, right? The Guha Brotherhood. Do these guys tell different stories at different points in the day? So I need to listen to the Wrath of Haishan. No, this isn't it either, is it? Oh my god, please.
Take it easy.
Where am I supposed to go to listen to that? Achievements. Hero's Journey? No. This one. Tale of Ring of Raining Blades. Wrath of Haishan in Cliffhanger. Wait. In Cliffhanger? Oh no. Was this supposed to be in the past? That I didn't listen to? Or maybe... Oh, I'm actually kind of worried now. Maybe this is similar to this one. It's just a commission thing. And I just haven't found the commission yet. In which case, I should switch all of my commissions over to Liwa for now. This is not my commissions. What am I doing? Dink. I'll take that though. Commission book. Oh wow, we got the Oh, I see. Instead of giving us money, he gave us this, which is actually very cool. I'm going to set this up. I'll take that. I will indeed take that. Real quick, I just want to see what story he's telling. I'll listen to it all the way.
And with that, the fate of
Yeah. Good. This is the same story. Okay then. That was pointless, and now we can go do Yelan's story quest. Should be at the top of this place, right here. Uncle Tian.
Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry, I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's
I could
Yelan.
never forget about you, Yelan.
Jackpot. Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him.
Shouldn't you be the
Fancy joining me?
Tianshu?
You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Alright then.
But Yelan's already
Though,
part
I
of the
gotta say, Uncle
Qixing.
Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think
Oh.
I might make a good Tianshu?
Oh,
Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well,
wow.
you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment,
She's the
this runs on the house.
Wow.
You're all set?
Yes.
Uncle Tien seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tien is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingguo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingguo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Okay, I didn't mean to press that. Oops. Is the Yuehai Pavilion all the way? Okay, it is up there. I like that this lets us regen energy. That's pretty nice.
Take it easy.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
Oh boy.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Alright, so you're up.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just... being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
They seem like bros.
Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing
That's
around
him.
for a while.
He's the
It's
candidate.
natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this?
The big
There's
guy
no rule
would have
saying
been my
we're
vote.
obliged to
Like
stand
if we
up
could
while
get
we
him
wait.
to
So why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine.
Okay, no. he is way too.
They're
I'd
not
say the big
best
guy
quality
was the
chairs, to
best
be sure.
if he
But
grew
under
a
the
backbone
circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
within the story. But that middle guy, he got too many lines. Just one
It
too many
looks like all
lines.
3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Okay, so that was the rude guy. This is probably the big guy.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
It's true.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets. That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the rude guy, right?
Oh? So you 2 are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister.
Oh.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Yo, I want to smack this guy around.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Did you say
You
that
know
right in
what?
front of him?
Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Here's my take on what we just learned.
Where's the
As you
table?
saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingguo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very
That's good.
detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingguo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
If we could get him to grow a
Perfect
backbone,
summary.
that'd be it.
Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Okay.
Great.
So it's
We'll
decided.
see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think this will end here. I wish
Take
that
it
would
easy.
last just a little longer, or her burst would last a little longer. You know, I want to see. Duration 15 seconds. Xingqiu 15 seconds. But is that really 15 seconds? Increase the duration of Raincoater by 3 seconds. Throughout the duration. Nope. 3 seconds, huh? So is it technically 18 seconds, or is it from 12 to 15? None of these increase duration, so her constellations are not important.
Take it easy.
Hey, Uncle Qian!
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me.
Really?
But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work, and as for Juri, I was pure happenstance.
It's gotta be Mingbo, bro.
We first met while fishing, and gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself, so I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tian.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get
fishing
back to the
event?
matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself. So, it's gonna be Juri, right?
Well, Yelan
His
also wants to be
manifesto
the
was written well, and he's the best
Qianshu.
speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice.
Yeah.
Things are not always as they appear. The biggest
Oh,
no-no in
shoot.
intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Oh,
Yes?
no way.
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
She's got ninjas!
Ugh! Who are they?
It's like the Shumatsuban.
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua.
Please
They
call
work
them
for me.
ninjas.
As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Is he another
Shanghua,
character? Playable?
visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Is that the shady guy that sells her star shells?
Huh?
Oh.
What's Bulai doing here today?
Sheeping.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high.
What is it?
I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead, and neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life. Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
That's not good.
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
No, stop.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
Why?
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes
Wait,
to
no,
have...
stop.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
Man. I wasn't like close. I just wanted to be a ninja.
Try not to let him see you. We want the...
I just want to be a ninja.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
I'm not that far.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Stop. Stop. Stop.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Nope.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlang.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Oh, crud.
Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
Yeah, what's he like when he's by himself?
You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Paimon, shut up. You're an idiot.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
I like how we don't have to question Yelan's character. See, the thing is, everybody already knows this guy. We are ninjas.
Take it easy. The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity.
And you gave away the...
Ah, yes,
Why are
Juri.
you talking about it in
He's
front of the
making
guy?
quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him.
He's a fatui.
Come on, let's keep asking around.
Not this guy.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him, that's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Whoa.
Hey, it's you guys!
Oh, it's a kid.
Wait,
I thought it was like an old lady bento.
oh yeah. Honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course, we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember. Probably 'cause it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes!
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
1 month
Oh yeah,
ago.
I know that! It was about 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh boy.
Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street.
Never
They
seen
seem
before.
like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next
Never
time I see
seen
them,
before.
I'll
He's
say
a
hi.
Fatui.
And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am!
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about it?
There's new people on the streets.
Jiri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Plus he's broke.
Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E
Plus
was born
his
into a poor
coincidental
family.
meeting with
Paying people
Uncle
to get his
Tien.
stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign. Right, and that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst-case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Jiri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Teleport me, teleport me, teleport me, teleport me, teleport me. Oh, Oh my god. Is my E a duration or a distance? It seems so weird. Max duration 3 seconds. Ha. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I fell. Wait, can I go inside? Can we go inside? Can we go inside? Can we go inside? Inside? No. Don't make that noise at me, you freaking old fart. I fought Archons.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics.
Gods.
Looking for details that don't add up
Dragons.
will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles.
Fatui.
You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Look at the cat!
Even though Yelan took half, this is, well...
Sea. Coastal defense. Okay. He wants to make it stronger. Wealth. Blackcliff Forge. Okay. Yeah. I couldn't find anything.
this reading is giving...
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey!
He's the first one back as usual. Let's go.
Shanghua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
See?
The young master of the Feiyun Commerce
Wait,
Guild said
well,
that
that's
Tianwei
not-
appears arrogant,
I don't
but he's
care
very
that much about
scrupulous
him.
in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless
He's
of their
better.
background.
Who'da
What about
thought?
Ming Bo? He's gotta be the one of the best.
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
Sharing secrets isn't a good thing. He's a good candidate, but
Business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Damn.
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbois.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today.
That's nice.
According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval.
Well, he should stay there,
And
then.
also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper.
Yeah, he seems great
I
at
haven't
what he's
seen it
doing
for myself, though.
Whoa. That's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a bit left.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheungshu Pool redevelopment plan. Cheungshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheungshu Pool.
He's
A
poor.
long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto? Oh yeah! Zhi-Yi said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Zhi-Yi wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheungshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Zhi-Yi's secret supporter?
I guess so.
No, not likely.
No.
I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful
Yeah,
factions
they're
at
like
present.
extinct.
They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this.
So somebody wants to
Still,
use those
Since
explosives.
the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Are we going to the Blackcliff Forge? Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? No way! Alright, you guys are gonna love this. This is a place that most people don't go. There's not much to do there. Hold on. There we go. Yatta! Yeah, we're traveling a decent distance. I'm gonna switch to someone more suited for that.
Drat. You
Oh, there's a fork in the road.
This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Okay. Nothing. Okay.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting.
You think there's this?
Yes. Look, it says right at this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that,
It's
it all
too
makes
clever.
sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would
It's
have
not the
stolen the
Fatui. The
treasure.
Fatui don't use these kind of tactics.
So, who's really behind all this?
It's gotta be a new faction. Sumer.
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
I want this place to open up. I forgot that this is the last place that needs to open up in Liwa.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
There's also that place north of
You want them
Shinsha
to teach you
Village
or something?
in the
I gotta say,
mountains.
these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night, but they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else. Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious.
There's their footsteps.
Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Okie dokie.
They went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
They went that way.
Huh. These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
These are decoy footsteps.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Okay. Weird. Yeah, if we have to fight, I'm ready.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Let's stay in Yelan mode for this one. I'm stuck. There was someone staying here.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for.
Yeah.
But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was...
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been...
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black...
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where our trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in.
Smelled the fatui.
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions
Mist
produce
grass.
different odors when they're burned.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it... Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around.
They're all fatui.
I left him a note at Yenshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Fatui. Hundreds of them. They're going to war
Forgive
at
my
sea.
incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed.
What? Bruh.
I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out.
It was a
When I
fatui
got
that
back,
dragged him out.
I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
No.
What? That's news to me.
No.
No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions?
You would think that's just a throwaway dialogue.
Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him. Oh, we're gonna kill him. He's been poisoning the old man to slowly make his health worse. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna send him to the Archons, bro. It's up to the Archons to judge him.
Take it easy.
But it's up to me to send him to him. That would make more sense if the Archons weren't living on Earth with us. Ooh, are you telling the Wrath of Haishon story? You definitely aren't. I'm not even gonna...
Let me tell you how.
I'm not even gonna try it. Okay. So we got some domain challenge. This should be done. Boss opponents. I'm not in a rush. Very big chilling. I'm assuming there's not going to be much more to do in this patch. Because, they haven't added anything crazy. They'll need to, like, pack it full of events. Like, even, like, 2 days of downtime between events would be too much, I think. I'm just really thinking about this patch.
Take it easy.
So, we've got this. And then Ito and Kuki Shinobu are coming, so I assume story quests with them at the very least. Would there be an Archon quest with them? Maybe? But I wouldn't count on it. Then the next patch is going to be the Golden Apple Archipelago. With that new 4-star character, who might not be a part of the story. There might be new areas to explore in the Golden Apple Archipelago. With new areas to explore, there would be new quests. New lore, essentially. Maybe we can have, like, the Fatui that we're talking about here, that are out at sea. They ended up on the Golden Apple Archipelago, so it's, like, super inhabited by the Fatui. And that's where, like, Snezhnaya is, like, keeping their forces based at, kind of. I forgot that was the thing. That. This is a cool place. With the yellow lighting. Okay. We probably don't have to change the time too much. Right around there is good. Is this a new day? The following day. Okay. A full 24 hours? I'm gonna feel bad for the other two candidates.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingguo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over.
What about the
In
good
contrast,
things?
Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced.
Uh-oh.
In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
He seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting.
Also...
Oh no, if we get stuck...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got...
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quick.
So Jerry really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tien thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Oh, I live.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. He's too good at this. We were...
How the heck did he manage? I guess Jerry didn't let us...
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
But... how?
He's in the bank.
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tien himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tien, you'd have ended up at a dead end too.
Shinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if
The
we
other
spooked
guy.
him,
What about
we'd
the other guy?
undo
He's
what
still
we've
following.
accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinyue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. Let's go to Shinyue.
The stream is starting to get long.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
I like this guy.
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with
Fire.
a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
It's a Snitch 9
Liquor
thing.
and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
The abandoned house.
Shigu Antiques.
Or not. What is he doing? Even I can't to accurately predict what he's about to do.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was.
Sure. Which
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Zhi's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Zhi bought 2.
What?
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's...
Well, don't take too long.
What?
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Yelan, so has the plan failed?
I guess they're not that great of
figure out where
Shumatsuban
Zhi went.
type
There's not much we
ninjas.
can do.
Neither was I,
Why
actually.
is he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway?
If so, it's no...
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. Now, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Zhi's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
The bank.
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Not
Get
yet.
with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Zhi may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Zhi bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Zhi is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Zhi might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Zhi may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yanshang T.
Yeah. Whee! Is my computer... I think my computer has also decided it's time to end the stream. We're almost done with this story quest.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov...
Qingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place...
Oh no, we gotta go...
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
This is that pool? Let's go to this one. I don't go to that teleport waypoint often. Or I don't go to I don't know how to say it. I forgot the word already. I don't go to that pool area that much either. And I thought this would be above the rocks. That's fine. Just have to run. Now I wish I had cosplay, because we're gonna need some vertical movement here in a sec. Unless I jump from up here.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here.
Well,
follow me.
I'll have you know, I've fully explored this area. You can kind of see the remnants of my investigations. Wait, what's this? Oh no. Okay. Ah. Is there an underground area here? Oh, that's how you die.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll...
Immune.
Sounds good to me.
Are you going to hold a festival?
Wow, this is very cool. Oh my. Wow. Can I really go back here? Dude. No way. That's awesome. This is a good area to explore around too. Like, to add more things into. Whee!
Busted!
Ooh, this is a trial Yelan. Having the 2 charges does make her a little better.
The
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Actually, I want to see what constellation is this because I kind of want that. Ugh. C1, huh? Alright. I shouldn't wish for another charge on that. It is fun.
You guys see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route.
What is this? Is this a puzzle? This is a puzzle, right?
This is the construction workers' emergency access route.
Music
It's
is
closed
sick.
tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's
Whoa,
see if we can find
okay.
another way.
Thought that was a death drop. Oh, we have to drain the water, don't we? Oh god. Can't climb over there. Oh god. Alright. Puzzle time. I'm liking this. You know what, Sumeru? All of Sumeru should be like this. This shouldn't be within a domain. It should just be Sumeru. You feel me?
Take it easy.
Alright, so these are active? No. Now it is? So we need another one here. It's on the other side of that. Okay. What I do?
Get dicey. Time for a light show.
Bigger number, better person. Let's go. I'll take that. Lag. What? Okay.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
What is this? No, we have to go through there. What is this? Curious. Insane. I'm liking this. These runes are insane to me. Somebody built these runes. I mean, I guess it's a domain, but still runes. Oh my god, the lag. Oh,
Quietly now.
computer, please don't give out on me yet.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Open. Open sesame. Can I open this? Oh. Dude, I am lagging so hard. Stop this madness. Take that. First one that can't move. What it do?
Quietly now. Wind strike.
There's no chest here. Oh, I'm so sad this is already lagging. Right?
Time to go.
This. Grab this. What is this? Push. Push. A path opens beneath the stone. Wait, is there... What does it mean? What does it mean? Wait, what? Was this here the whole time? Path opens beneath the stone. I want to see what that is. Path opens beneath the stone. Oh, that path. Okay.
Time to go.
Move this out of the way.
The waters flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues. Okay, so this goes there. This goes there. Can I go further? Okay, so then this goes over there. Push this here. There. Push this here. Push this there. Yeah, I love this. This is awesome. Genshin has really figured out some new ways to make puzzles. Like that puzzle from the Archon quest, where it's like all around us type of thing. Like we were inside a cube basically, and all of the walls were floors as well. Let's wrap this up.
What if I do this?
Busted. Here comes the catch.
The fuse is lit.
Holy moly. Bro, please. You telling me the Fatui people come all the way through here? Even a stone lala
I can tell
tree.
from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
Oh no.
Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qing Shu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jury's doing. What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juri. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Qian Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody.
Why are you
and
such a douche?
That's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
Did he poison him?
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
Are we about to see
There's
someone
only
die?
a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
good stuff. It is great. Huh? What the? Yi, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Yi, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Yi, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Okay. Could have taken me in there for a cutscene, but okay.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One and done.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability.
He's about to blow everything
Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Oh.
Sorry,
What is this?
things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry, as long as they're willing to get some rest.
Please don't make me wait a whole day. I will actually flip. Where is it? Where's the fire? Right here? I have a feeling I'm going to explode in a second here.
The wind knows it.
I'm not seeing any explosions. Is there something over here? No, that's where it came from. Oh. Is there something over here? Likely dead end. Okay. That wasn't technically a domain, we just went underground. Pretty sure. So that is a real spot.
Time to go.
They just treated it like a domain. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
There are leaves around, and I know just the...
Oh, okay, that works.
There is now no
Baiju.
poison left in his system. But recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
That's
Dr.
my
Baiju,
dendro healer, bro.
Is my father going to be...
Dr. Baiju. He's a doctor.
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
What?
You're
hey,
here too?
hey, you can't just
Thank
take the
you for
dendro
all you've done to resolve
and just
this
walk away.
situation.
Give
I'll
it to
have
me.
Make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it. Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought the assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien.
You have my gratitude. People can change their...
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Jur-E. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tien?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Juri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him.
Wow.
I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Juri was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Juri was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Juri would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Juri now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says,
Yeah,
everyone who breaks the
Yanfei.
law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Juri's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did...
So...
We got halfway. The first part went off with, but when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
The Harbinger
The Fatui's main
Brigade-
forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral
Regrator?
concern.
Who
It's
are
a pity
you?
that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something.
I have not heard that
It
name.
gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days, and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
Snusnaya. As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
So those two. Those two are the Tianshu? Together? Or perhaps their assistants to the Tianshu?
So Juri.
You think? He poisoned Uncle Tien. Why the long face?
Nothing. I always thought he's very smart.
Don't feel bad. I'll admit he was a strong contender, but give me 3 years and I'll overtake him. When I become Tianshu, I'll make you my deputy. Like the sound of that?
That's cool.
Start by working on your temperamental issues. If you can't keep your cool, your work will suffer. Right now, you still have a long way to go before you'll be eligible to take the Tianshu position.
I'll get there.
He got
one step at a time.
He
And
burned
then,
him.
before you know it, there'll come a day when you won't be able to find a single flaw in me or my
He
work.
recognizes that he has flaws.
First things first, though. Let's go and talk to Uncle Tien.
That was great.
What would you like to know?
Oh, here we go. It was an
Something
archive
I've said
quest.
to Juri, Qinwei, and Mingbo. Juri and Ambassador Yusupov each saw each other as a means to an end. They thought that if they could just outsmart their opponent, they would emerge. The scheming is an endless endeavor. If you can, everyone has self-interest, but you cannot. What would you like to know? I first met Yelan when she was An old friend of mine once privately commented to me that Yelan is always smiling, but, What would you like to know? Regrator is the 9th of the Fatui Harbingers.
9th?
Though likely the first among them where wealth is concerned.
The
However,
most wealthy?
his wealth is not a mere question of how much more he has to his name. He has a very unique understanding of wealth. Beyond that, I don't have a...
Ningguang. I
What
will
would
go
you
meet
like to
Ningguang
know?
right now if you say that.
As Yelan says, now that I'm during this time, that reminds me.
Okay, go down.
What would you like to know?
Go down and talk with him.
Thanks to you, you can always find me at the wolf.
Go. Wait, Ningguang isn't up in the Jade Chamber. Right? I don't think so. Oh, so that stream, this stream was a lot longer than I thought. This is like 2.5 hours or something, right? When I started this quest or something. Or maybe it's only been 2 hours, but it's still been long. I do like listening to all the... Where's Ningguang? Downstairs? Ugh. Lag. Ningguang? 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 She's not here? She's not here? Shut up. Alright. I guess that's it for the stream today. We actually did a lot, so I'll take that. That counted as a domain challenge? I just realized. Okay, cool. I'll take my Mora and I will run with it. Can I go over here? Companion gifts. Ooh, there's Yelan holding a gift for me. I will gladly take that. And whatever dialogue options she has.
This realm is...
I'll take this and this. Close this. Is there anything else I have to make? No, wait. I think this, I'm going to assume that. Going off of memory, it kind of sucks. Okay, I don't want to do that stuff. We'll do this. And is there anything cheap? A green? This one.
If you ever This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
This reminds me,
cannot
I
help
haven't finished the Enconomia like areas. There's still, I know exactly where a luxury chest is. It's behind like a gated door. That's probably a part of a quest, and I need to finish that because that's Primo's, and I know where it is exactly, and that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. What? Anything else I can make down here? I don't think so. There's this. Do that later. And then this. Oh, I should have made that. Alright.
If you ever have it.
Excusey. No. Really? Hello.
This food street is great. It really captures that urban feel of Chihu Rock. You've got to have a proper breakfast to get yourself in the right mood for work. Also, if you keep an ear open when you're at one of these roadside eateries, you can usually pick up a few useful snippets of information.
Thank you. I will gladly take that. I'm in the mood to make a wish. Do we make a wish? Do we do a temple? One temple? One temple wouldn't hurt. Let me just check this real quick. Okay, so that's 10. I'm going to ruin my perfect 10. Purple. Could be a character. I'll never need that, but okay. Considering I think I have 5 bows.
Surely I should be due a girl.
Oh my god. I don't want the one. I don't want the temple. I don't want these characters, man. But I want Do I want another Yelan? I don't really want another Yelan. Like, I want a Zhao more than another constellation for Yelan, so I will stop. Or will I? Yeah, I don't want the bow because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5th one in here? I guess not. I used to have viridescent hunts, but I sold them all. Yep. May I never use another bow character that isn't Venti and using a stringless. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. It's been a pretty Yelan heavy episode. It was pretty much about Yelan from the start to the finish, so yeah, if you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, or follow on the Twitch stream. Yeah, with that being said, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Might be tomorrow, might not be tomorrow, I don't